we're back in round 1, and would we like to play first?
Sure.
I think so.
We've been winning the die roll a lot lately.
Yeah. Let's see. White source, green source, white or blue source.
Morph, morph,
I
morph.
think that's fine.
I think that's perfectly fine.
Keep it.
Hope we get a black source,
That would be nice.
but for now it's fine. We can
So
bear it up.
What do you want to drop first? Probably the plains?
Probably the...
Flooded strand?
Yes. And then, just in case we get the smoke teller, we've got the forest to drop. But yeah, I think...
Okay, fair enough.
Does that come in tapped?
No.
Okay, then I guess it didn't matter.
No, and it doesn't tap for mana. We have to tap it, pay 1 life, and sacrifice it. Go get a land, which also comes in untapped.
Well, that's a thing.
It's very good.
It is very good. Alright.
Alright.
We're gonna go search for our land now. Guess it doesn't really matter.
No reason to. We have no play, so...
Fair enough. We can drop a morph creature next turn, though.
Yep.
Sweet.
Which one do you want to drop? The Harrier?
Probably the... which one are we closer to morphing up? The Harrier? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, looks like he's playing Mardu. Which...
Oh,
no. Ha ha ha! Oh,
yep.
dear. This
It's gonna be Mardu.
This could be painful.
Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. So I'm gonna ship this off to look for an island.
Sounds good.
Island. And I'm going to drop the Harrier because if he's going to trade with one of them, I'd mind losing the Harrier least.
Sounds good to me.
Straight removal for it, I'd prefer he remove the Harrier.
Yeah. I don't know that he's going to offer a trade. If he is running a warrior deck with that card, it's pretty valuable to him.
Yeah.
Not attacking. So, we'll see. Lands! All of the lands!
Okay. He's running 4 colors.
Interesting. Or... well, I guess there is no or.
Yeah, he could just be using the tap lands for
Yeah.
tempo, but
And he's doing a lot of thinking. Come on, attack! You know you want to. We're not gonna block, honest. Okay. Yeah, he probably has something. Feat of resistance?
probably. I'm still going to do it, though.
Puts a counter on his creature, makes it better. Makes us sad. Or not.
Interesting.
Fine. Maybe he just had that as a...
That's
just
my
as
happy
a 2/2.
trade.
Yep. Sure. Okay.
Alright, so now we have all of our colors,
Which is good.
and we can drop either of these morphs. So which one do you want to drop most?
Which are we closest to?
We can
can
morph
morph
either of them up.
The flyer, I think.
Okay.
It's less likely that he's going to... There are less flyers, so it's less likely that he's going to drop a flyer.
True.
So... And I'm not really concerned about our life total at this particular juncture in time. And we can drop him next turn.
We can drop him, or we can,
Morph him up.
if he drops a creature, which I think he will, we can morph him up and get in for,
Sure. That would be sweet. What does he have? Oh.
ooh,
Oh.
that's a siege rhino.
That's unpleasant.
Yeah.
I see how it is. You and your CG rhino thing.
Okay.
So what are you contemplating there? Show me swarm of bloodflies. Is that whenever a creature dies, put a +1 counter on him?
Yes. I'm contemplating dropping the Pine Walker face down and leaving up Feet of Resistance mana to block this.
What is that? But it's a 4/5. It's not going to.
It's a 4/5, and we can give it protection. Like, we can put the +1 counter on Pine Walker, and then when it turns face up, it'll be a 6/6.
True. My other thought was drop the swarm of bloodflies.
To what end?
To what end is when he swings, block and toss our crappy flyer in the bin, putting a +1 counter on the bloodfly.
It's not a crappy flyer.
Oh right, it's that big guy. Never mind. The Harrier's already in the bin.
Yeah.
Never mind. All right, as you were. That's fine with me. Sometimes I overthink things, you know?
Yeah.
Looking at all the options. That is not bad at all. Can we morph him up next turn?
Yes, we can.
Sweet.
Now, what do we want to give him protection from here? Probably black?
Black or white. If he has his own feat of resistance.
That won't matter. I'm going to say black in case he has a throttle or
Sure.
something. Okay.
What's he dropping?
A 2/5 with reach.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Okay, so now we can swing with this, and we can morph it up, whether he blocks or not, to untap it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Should we attack with both? I think we should.
So, are you going to morph up the one that he blocks? Is that the plan?
No, I'm gonna morph this one up either way, but I'll get in for 2. I think he's blocking here because it's gonna deal less damage to him, or more damage to him. You'd prefer not to swing with this?
I'm just wondering because if he blocks with it, we lose it.
Fair enough. Right you are.
I mean, it's nice to think. I mean, he's probably not. He's just going to take it. He's at 25. We're at 15. There's no reason for him to.
Yeah, fair enough.
But we're still going to morph it up, correct?
I'm going to morph it up on his, when he attacks with this. I'm going to block and morph it. Or morph it and unmorph it and block with it. You see?
Yes. Because it untaps it.
Yes.
Fair enough. As long as you know what you're doing.
I have a plan.
Alrighty.
As long as his plan doesn't interfere with my plan.
Well, that's the thing. You can never tell what the other person's gonna do. You can guess. Now, if he has all his mana up, we're setting us up for
A blowout?
a blowout.
A little bit. Um,
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Well, not ideal, but I still think it was a good play. Okay. So we can drop the swarm of blood flies, or we can morph this up.
I think we need to get more creatures on the field.
Alright. So,
Whatever they are.
alright, I'll drop the swarm of blood flies down. And then I may have to run this into whatever this is.
Because right now, we are not beating down in any way, shape, or form.
No,
We have to play
that siege
defensive.
rhino's causing trouble.
Is that all he's swinging with?
No. I think I'd prefer to block here to force him to use his mana on the morph if he wants to save the creature.
True. It's a shame. Because next turn we could double block and Dragon Scale Boon and get
Yeah.
rid of his Rhino.
Yeah. But I'm not comfortable taking 6. Or more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we're well and truly behind here.
Yeah, I don't know how we come back from this. We haven't been getting land either, which is not helpful. We can't even put out 2 morphs.
No.
Alright, we drop 1. We can block the 2 4/4s. We lose them. We take 2.
Or we don't do anything. Or we swing with the swarm of blood flies, he blocks, we dragon scale boon, and then we block one of his other creatures that comes in next turn.
If we don't leave something up to block, we're dead. That's 8 on board right there. We're at 8.
Dragon scale boon untaps the creature.
Okay. We're still taking 4 though.
Yeah. This is my only plan.
Alright. I'm not sure if this is better than putting another creature down, but
It is because we'd be losing creatures anyway.
so what is that now? 5/5?
It is a 5/5.
Might make him a little less anxious to swing in, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's good. So we need, ideally, another land.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fantastic. I would even take a throttle to get rid of his morph. What does he have?
Encounter growth.
Okay, well, that's that.
Yep.
There's that. So he's basically running the morph deck that we wanted to run.
We're still running the morph deck we wanted to run. We just need to play smarter and harder next game. Alright, game 2. Is there anything that we can board? I don't know how good Defiant Strike is against him. I don't know how good Despise is against him. I think Rotting Mastodon might be good against him. Believe it or not.
Yeah. Do you want to take out the Lich Lord and put in the Mastodon?
Yes, I do.
If you're looking at holding him off.
And I want to hear everybody yell at me for making the wrong decision there. But I think
Yeah.
it's correct to put in a 2/8 against his deck.
Maybe.
What did we see in the air? Anything?
We saw an archer.
We saw a reach creature. Okay.
Yeah. We didn't see flyers yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fast game. He didn't really have much time to drop a whole lot.
All right. I think this is okay though. Are you comfortable with this?
I'd like to not be running the Mastodon, but I understand your theory.
I like the Mastodon.
I know you do.
I wouldn't mind running another one.
It just comes down to our play styles being so different.
Yep.
I prefer to kill him fast enough that we don't need to be running big, huge butted creatures.
Fair enough. I think I'm definitely playing first again. I think I'm keeping that hand.
Sure. Jungle Hollow into Island into Smoke Teller?
Yep.
Or Plains? Or whichever.
They mold to 6.
Oh, that's delightful. I will take it happily. Ha-ha.
All right. That's nice to see.
Yep. That'd be helpful. Let's see.
So which morph do we want to drop first?
Probably the Harrier.
again?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think Plains for sure. Swing first.
Yep. Cool. So we can drop another morph next turn.
I'm really hoping we get a. Oh, we have. Never mind. I'm
We
gonna.
got
shush.
another land. Yep.
No. I was like Black Source. Black Source. No, we have one because we have the Ascendancy, which is pretty stinking cool.
All right.
All right, I'm going to point this out to you now.
Yeah.
We've been watching some drafts where people have been running Ascendancies,
Yeah.
and you've been making comments about them waiting too long and getting too greedy. So I'm just pointing that out now
Yes.
for future,
Especially
consideration.
Marshall. Marshall, if you're out there watching us, which I highly doubt, you should have dropped your Ascendancy 2 turns before you did. But I had a morph creature to cast, and I'm dropping this land this turn.
That's fine.
Next
I
turn,
just thought I'd bring it up.
Next turn, I feel comfortable dropping the Ascendancy.
I mean, I know you don't want to. You never want to drop a card for little value, but there comes a point where, you know, especially with
There's a
him not
difference
doing much.
between no value and
Getting greedy,
like maximum value and
Yeah.
enough value to make it worth it.
for sure.
All right, now he's got a 3/3.
Oh, okay, sure. I still say we can drop the Ascendancy, swing with all. They're going to be all 3/3s, correct?
Yes.
If he wants to trade one, I am not going to cry about losing any of them.
Fair enough. Okay.
And then drop the land, and then we'll have throttle for.
Oh,
The
we
next pick-
can't.
Why can't we?
This is the black and the green source. Dang.
All right, so drop the Citadel. We
Yeah.
could. Why don't we? We could
Swing
swing
all feet of resistance?
Yeah, that's just as good. And then we can
And
do.
drop the Citadel.
And we do the Ascendancy next turn. We need to watch that. I've seen others do it too, but it's really embarrassing and
done
frustrating. Yeah, we have done
I
it.
do it a lot.
Getting used to multicolor lands. Crazy, man. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Blue. Black. Good night, sweet Grimar.
And drop the Citadel. Alright, I feel okay about that turn.
So far, this has been a much better game for us.
Well, sure, he's not doing anything, hardly. It's easy to beat the other guy when he doesn't do much.
Yeah.
But really, we've had some okay draws. The land has been touch wood. Kind.
He's running a Kintree Warden. It's interesting.
Sure.
He's got Regenerate. That's...
Annoying, but fine.
You know what we could do? We could just throttle it and swing in with all.
2, 4.
Or we could drop the
seven.
Ascendancy.
I say we drop the Ascendancy.
By the way, I would like the graveyards back.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
MTGO, what are you doing?
So... green... black... white...
At least he doesn't seem to be running blue right now, so we don't have to worry about counter spells.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting in for 6 here, it looks like. Unless he has something. Yeah, don't concede the game, okay? Alright. Because he's probably going to drop or block the 4/4. He may have a trick. What does he have? 4 in hand?
He may have kill shot.
Really? He's going to block there. Interesting. He might have... Yeah, I'm thinking he probably has...
kill shotting. Or... not?
He has something that is going to... Ah, there we
it's
go.
Wicked
I knew there had to be something that wouldn't affect the 4/4.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
okay, then we're going to have to throttle it next turn. Whatever.
But it would affect the 4/4. Maybe he thinks we've got another,
Something in hand? Could be.
feat of resistance? Which I'd like, but don't have.
Sure. We get a token though.
Yep.
So that's pretty sweet. So let's see what he drops on his turn.
Let's see.
Oh, we don't even need to throttle. Derp. Not counters. Ha ha.
Right.
I blame the cold and flu medication.
We could treasure cruise next turn.
Yeah, we could. See what we pull. We may draw something amazing. He's delving something. it something worth throttling?
Shambling attendants? I'd say so.
But we can't throttle it. It's too big.
We can
Block and throttle.
cause him to block and throttle. We can also morph this up at any time. Making it a flyer.
True. What did we get?
Krumar.
Okay. Alright. So... let's see.
Could morph this up and swing with it, getting in for 3 in the air. Actually,
We can get in for 4 in the
we
air.
can get in for 4
Dirt.
in the air.
Alright. And he's tapped out, so that's game.
Alright. Black,
I know, everyone.
No.
We're a little slow
Green.
today.
blue, black.
Right, and the counter goes on that as well, so it's actually 5 in the air.
Yep.
So that's okay. Unless he doesn't have... He can't have anything because he has no mana.
Alright, so... Game 3, and I think that deck looked fine.
Yeah, we'll see how it is when he's actually on his lands,
Yeah,
though, so...
but I'm gonna run it back.
Sounds good to me.
Imagine he's gonna play first.
I would think so. My chair's still squeaky. Really need to pull out the WD-40 and de-squeak the chairs. We've been saying that for months.
Pretty much since we started.
Yeah, life gets in the way. Although it's kind of amusing watching you watch other people draft and going, aha! I heard Marshall's chair squeak. See? See?
Yep.
I would still prefer to not have squeakies. Alright, so he's sideboarding, and that's alright.
Yeah. This is fine.
Morph.
All of our colors, a feet of resistance.
Yeah, sure. Another morph.
Cool.
I do like the all of our colors thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
We even actually have all of our colors because we have a black, green, blue, white,
Excellent.
as opposed to having to share.
Yeah, that's frustrating. So next turn is going to be drop a land, put out a morph.
Yep.
Alright, then I'm going to leave you in the care of these lovely people who are watching because I'm having some sinus issues.
Alright.
I shall return in a minute. Be ferocious. Om nom face.
I think I'm probably just going to trade these off. I really don't care about the Sage-Eye Harrier. If he swings. Yeah. He may have a feat of resistance or oh, what is it? The bear thing. Yep, there it is. Oh. Oh well.
Did we win?
No, we just lost combat.
What
But,
happened?
Well, he used a
trick.
feeder resistance.
Well.
But, now it's out of his hand, and all we lost is a Sage Eye Harrier, so
Ha ha ha.
I'm okay with that.
In your face.
Let's see. I can't drop and leave up anyway, so I think I'm going to drop the tapped land and the Bonkin.
Sure. We'll just take the 3 next time.
Yeah.
Next turn. I'm okay with that.
And then the
That
turn
sounds
after, we'll be
fine.
able to either morph it up or feeder resistance.
Trick his face.
Yeah. Okay.
I see.
Okay.
Well, that's unpleasant.
Well, now he knows what that is.
That's fine. So he's getting in for 5, 6 this turn? 5? 5. Which is fine. I'd rather him have done that with a 2/2 morph creature.
Yeah.
Than with, a 5-something Death Toucher.
A 3/5 Death Touch?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and he can still ram that right into our 3/5 Death Toucher once we drop it.
Yeah. Oh, morph creature, I don't know that I want you back, you betrayer.
Vile betrayer.
Land!
Okay, so I'm just going to drop a morph creature here and leave up feed resistance.
That sounds just fantastic.
And I think I'm even going to swing for 2 first.
Sounds legit. Sounds like a strong play.
Yeah, that's right. We have things to do.
And stuff. And things. So, bah.
Deal with it.
Of course,
Never tell your opponent to deal with it, because
No.
they will.
No. That's right.
Something I learned from Graham.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. Are you swinging? I highly doubt it.
Sure
Oh,
he
you
is.
are.
He probably has
Awaken the Bear. Yeah, probably.
So we block and pro green?
No, we block and pro red.
Oh, fair enough.
Because at least then he has to waste
Yeah,
the trick if he wants to save his creature.
far enough.
Apparently he's fine losing his creature.
As am I.
Yep. Okay, so, what you got?
Well,
Something with Delve.
we can certainly delve our dude next turn.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Yeah.
Good old
Hooting
Shandy.
Mandrills. Alright.
Hooting in the mandrills.
And unless you wanted to pitch a land to draw a card and get in for 3 in the air.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I say we drop the Death Toucher, and then the next turn we can morph up our flyer and start whapping him in the face. Over his head.
Sure.
I'd like you to meet my little friend, Deterrent.
He's still got 4 cards in hand.
Yes, he does. Which always makes me nervous. And he is in black, and he is in green. And he's in white and red, so there are lots of tricky trickster things he could be doing.
And we saw some pretty good red going around.
Oh, yes we did. We saw 2 arrow storms at least.
I know we saw a kill shot somebody else must have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So we only got the one.
Yeah, we passed at least one.
I still don't hate the position we're in.
No, we also passed a throttle.
Yep.
So that's something we need to be aware of too.
Okay.
Kieran, okay. Sweet. It doesn't change anything.
No, not really. Except that I think I want to morph this up and swing with it. Yeah. Because it'll be a 4/5 flyer.
You want to do it swing it in, or do you want to wait till he swings in at us and morph it up and take his guy out?
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know. I'm usually the aggressive one who's like, go for the face, go for the face. But
what do we need to do it? We need 5. So green, blue, black, or 5. So we would basically be doing nothing this turn.
true. Would you prefer to swing and
Maybe I want to swing with the Death Toucher. No, I just want to swing. But
I think we pass.
alright.
We're at 17, he's at 18. We want to get out that flyer. We want to start bashing his face in.
I just loathe to let him untap.
I know. I do know.
We're also at 6 minutes on the clock.
How does that happen? Yap, yap, yappity, yap, yap, yap.
To his 11.
I
Alright, salt
see.
road patrol, sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing in. Are you?
It's reasonable to think he'll fly with his he'll fly in with his flyer, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
No. Okay, then
Then
I
we're-
definitely want to morph this up
Now.
right now.
All right.
Black, blue, green, and 2. Ooh, we could drop Ruth.
Yes. She is great.
As a morph, we could drop this as a morph, leave this back to show to morph her up.
Okay.
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 Alright, I'm going to swing in for 4 at his face.
Do it. Send Flappy.
Your name is Flabby.
And you shall flap.
And I like the cards in my hand, so I'm not going to...
Fair enough.
Oh, actually, we could draw and then have to discard after. So yes, I do want to use this.
Okay.
And I'm fine ditching the swamp.
Sure.
Good. Drop face down for 1, 2, 3. Drop you face down for 1, 2, 3. And hope we can win before he clocks us out.
Yeah.
Just the flyer? Yep. Not blocking. Can't block.
Is this where he's going to awaken the bear and get in for 5?
Apparently not.
Good.
Alright. I want to play this out, so I'm going to morph this now just to deal 2 to his face. Because I'm going to play that out straight.
Before we... Oh, you're doing it now. I see.
Yeah.
I completely understand what you're saying to me.
And I'm going to swing in with this,
Okay.
this, and this, and maybe even this, and whatever he blocks we can morph up to take out his creatures.
And hope he doesn't have a trick in hand. I'm just nervous that he's going to block with his flyer and awaken the bear or something. Like that.
Like that. Okay.
Now what's he blocking with his 4/4?
A 5/3.
Alright, so that's when we're gonna morph up.
And we're just straight up losing that. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with it, but I still don't think that's bad. Ooh. Okay.
Which is you're throttling our flyer?
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of. Oh boy.
Shoot. I forgot to play land.
Oh crap, we could have morphed out the guide.
Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah.
Because then we could have been swinging with it this turn.
That was my thinking.
Man.
Especially with that. Because now it's a race that he has the advantage.
Well, maybe not. Because if we swing with just that, he'll block. Actually, he might not. But we can block and throttle that.
He won't block because it has death touch, so
Yeah.
it would die regardless, so he's not going to block. I think we're better off, swing. And then throttle his Kieran when he swings with it. And block with his... I mean, if he swings with his Siege Rhino, we can block with our Ripper and kill it.
Yeah. Cast face down.
Now, do we have enough to cast that face down and leave up throttle?
Yep.
Okay.
I just counted.
Sweet.
I just think if we block here and throttle, then this will die.
I just don't know that he's going to...
Rush of battle. +2 and lifelink. He doesn't have any warrior, so it's just +2. That has trample. Okay. So we're gonna block here. What? Going to block here, take 5, take 6, 7, 8, 9, and throttle this. And if he has an Awaken the Bear, we die. Or do we throttle this and block and kill it?
Oh. But then we still don't... We have to get rid of the flyer. I mean, it's sucky, but...
Yeah.
I hope we draw something else to populate our field with.
Oh, Awaken the Bear is 3 mana anyway. Alright.
Yeah.
So we go to 1. We morph this up and swing with it. We go to 5.
Depends what he drops. Does he have the mana to drop anything here? Yes. He's going to delve.
He's delving Dead Drop. If it's Dead Drop, then we're hooting mandrills. Alright. That's not helpful. Okay. I think we have to swing with both and morph this. Either way. I think that's just the only play.
Oh,
We don't have time.
Alright, Can we kill him this turn? Because he's going to swing in and kill us. We have nothing to drop. We're dead next turn.
That's what I figured. I figured he'd block there. He shouldn't, but... Sure, come on in.
Pray he doesn't have Waken the Bear.
Yeah. All we need is one more creature.
Which he obviously has.
Yeah.
So this turn we cannot swing, and if we don't get a creature, we're just... Oh, we're dead anyway.
You don't count, Smoke Teller. And I think we are dead.
We are. I mean, we could block his 2 morphs and take 2 and go to 1, unless he has a trick. Then we have 1 more turn, but we have no cards. We don't have any direct damage, so I think we're just dead regardless.
Coming in with those 2. All 3. Alright, I am going to look at that. See what it is. Asban Guide. Abzan Guide.
Block the 2 morphs and take the 2 from the other
Yeah.
thing. If the other morph has trample, we're just...
He's choosing to gain life.
makes sense.
Yep. Okay, we block and throttle. And then lose to the clock.
Yep. Though he probably won't swing because we have death touch. He's just gonna outlast.
Oh, he's gonna outlast, of course.
And drop a creature of some sort, right?
That was stupid.
Well, there wasn't anything we can do.
We could have swung and then throttled it just to make it smaller. Which is what I'm doing now.
But if we had swung, he would have just swung back and not outlasted and we'd dead.
We would have throttled to make it smaller, just for the tempo. And he would now be at, 4 rather than 7.
I see what you mean. You mean so we take no damage as opposed to a
Yep.
removal spell.
Yep. It's bad, but it keeps us in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And now we just die.
You're swinging?
Yes.
Why? We could have blocked next turn. I realize the clock is short, but...
Because the clock is so short? You're right. It was a bad play.
It just feels like conceding to me is all.
Yeah. Except now he's planning on outlasting. Or not.
Hard cast it.
We're just losing to the clock. Yep.
Oh.
First time we actually did it. Oh well.
No, that's the second time we've lost to the clock.
No, we conceded before the clock, damn it.
Oh, I see.
Oh well.
Alright, well, that round was fraught with some issues, but best thing is we've got 2 more rounds.
Oh yes. If I'd have played faster, then we probably would have ended up